Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. Today is September 18th, which is a Tuesday, 2012. Well, I, yeah, I knew they created him, but I just never bothered, letting you guys know. But, so the IRS has, these SWAT team agents. It's not technically called an IRS SWAT team, but it's a SWAT team dedicated to ensuring that taxes are being paid. Um, yeah, it's well, this is all part of uh, Obamacare. Um, Again, I'm going to admit, I was an Obama supporter back in '08, but even as an anarchist, figured, at that point it was sort of like, I'll choose the lesser of two evils, and I guess it'll be okay because McCain was a fucking monster. Actually, I didn't vote for him. I supported him, but I did not vote for him. So because I was still a principled anarchist, I was like, you don't vote for somebody if you know, if you don't agree with the system of ownership. Yeah, there's these RS SWAT teams. Let me check here. This is from The Blaze. I'm not a big Glenn Beck fan, but this is the first thing I could pull up. Um, it says it has a staff of 90,000 people and a budget of $11.8 billion. It's basically yeah, it's a fucking IRS SWAT team, man. Let's see, you do that divided by 50. That's God, it's almost 20,000 SWAT team members per state. You think you really need that many SWAT team members to take out, a couple of God, guys that don't want to pay their taxes? The honest answer is that the guys who don't want to pay their taxes are people like me who would consider themselves sovereign citizens or free, like those who act free. That's what it's there for. It's not there to punish the guys that missed a few months on their taxes. It's basically for the freedom movement. That's what this is for. There are a substantial number of people that simply do not pay taxes or do not file tax forms, and it is simply getting too big for them to ignore. Apparently, they need to start cracking down, and they need to let these tax cheats know that you got guns coming into your house, fucking shields, dogs, probably to I guess bring you in for not paying your taxes. That's almost the ultimate crime, right? Is it's like you're trying to you're trying to opt out of the system in the way that you can. There's not many ways to really opt out of the system, but if you're choosing to opt out of the system, um, but still, you can't have a monopoly of, for instance, roads and stuff like that. Like, why would you, you know, why would you pay taxes if you're opting out of the system? This is the best. I mean, this is really the best way to starve the beast is to simply refuse to pay your taxes. But I don't refuse to pay my taxes. I mean, I get my shit deducted every week, like the regular everyday fucking Joe Schmo does. So, I mean, if I didn't pay exactly all my taxes, I came close, I guess. I mean, I've always had tax returns in the years when I filed taxes and had this job. I've, I've always filed, I've always gotten money back, so I don't think it's necessarily an issue of my tax evasion. So, um, but, yeah, so that's just me. I mean, I admit that I haven't filed taxes in 2 years, and the government already knows this. I mean, they've got a big enough file on me to know that I don't already pay taxes, so I'm not giving them anything particularly new. But Yeah, things have basically started. Um, I see things sort of getting crazy pretty fast for those of us that are in like regular, everyday America. So, I mean, the way I look at it is that we should all, refuse to pay taxes. I mean, they can't arrest us all, right? Can they? Yeah, they probably could. Well, they could arrest enough people to sort of stop the movement and get them out. You know, get them out of the system to accommodate their masters. Well, tonight I'm drinking Steel Reserve. It's it's terrible. It tastes like and smells like dog food, but it's cheap. It's like $2. Why not, right? Treat yourself. So, yeah, I'll just never understand some people like how they don't see what's going on. I mean, I'm trying to give them basically all the warning signs saying shit's going down. There is something that's going to go down here in a few months, and you don't even want to know what it's going to lead to. It is going to be an incredibly dangerous situation we're in. Um, it could be a combination of things too. It would basically be the final fight between those of us who are wanting freedom and those of us who are wanting fascism. And it comes from both sides. It comes from the Democrats and the Republicans. But the fascism is coming, and there's a few of us that know what's going on. But the more we try to let people know, the more we're discarded as kooky and crackpot. And I want them to wake up before the shit really goes down. I don't care, what you think about me, but at least like listen to me and give me a fair shake rather than, totally dismiss me. Give me a fair shake. Give me a chance to build my case. It's it it this whole situation we're in, man, it's dangerous. It is. It's fucking dangerous. I can't I can't even like fathom how bad it's going to be. And I've been talking with my wife about when they finally come to get me. You know, when they finally come to get me, because I can feel it in the wind, right? When they finally come to get me, it I'm not scared of dying. That's not really my issue. Um, no, what I'm scared of is that um, I'd be tortured. That's really my ultimate fear, is that I'd be tortured because in the situation we're going to be living in, I mean, I would be considered a terrorist because I am anti-state. I am anti-government. Um, and that's the same situation that a lot of us are in. Um, is we are considered terrorists not because of our actions, but because of our ideas. Our ideas are very dangerous to the state, and they do not want these ideas out. They want to contain them before the ideas start to spread too far. And I've got this posting I did about Face, which is a virus from a while back, but I don't know, it's just fucking scary. I'm hopeful, right? I'm hopeful, but I also kind of happen to be like realistic and saying that people are just going to accept it because it's easier than not. it's easier than dealing with the truth. You know, because dealing with the truth is tough. You know, that's what I've been doing for the past, God, like 3 years. It's just dealing with the truth. It's hard because nobody wants to listen. But I'm hopeful that if I can get this message out there before, to enough people to sort of plant a seed. You know, an idea is something that starts off small but it grows. And I think that this idea of anarchism, if fully explained, could basically unite humanity. If it's fully explained. We need to break past all these goddamn fucking stereotypes that we have of ourselves. We need to start basically getting out there and spreading the message, because our time is really short, very short. And that's all of us, even those who don't think that they're being tracked. They are being tracked. The government, you just haven't stumbled upon something that the government doesn't want people to know. So, anyway, that's pretty much my sad rant um, about this about the news. Well, anyway, have a good night, guys. Enjoy it while it lasts. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.